What's up, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Duran Duran. And we're going back to their 1995 cover album again. Thank you. Once again, I'm just going to keep saying it. Thank you to Philip for making this available. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, we're up to a tune called Lay Lady Lay. I believe it's a Bob Dylan tune. I don't know a whole bunch of Dylan's material, but there are a few tunes that, I heard over the years and have become favorites of mine. The Hurricane, I think, is an amazing tune. Yeah, and he also did a version of, what the heck is the song by the Animals, their famous House of the Rising Sun. I believe he recorded a version of that like a year or like 6 months before they did, but it's like all acoustic. It has a sort of different feel, but a very cool tune. But yeah, I don't really know his work more broadly, and I don't know the tune Lay Lady Lay. Everyone who knows Dylan's work knows he's known as like a poet and a songwriter of considerable quality, and many people, I think, are fond of sort of imitating his voice, his singing voice perhaps, but I think it's another testament to the fact that you don't have to be, the most sonorous of singers. You don't have to have the absolute most melodic and exquisite voice to really capture people's attention and sort of move them through music and your singing. So yeah, I do respect very much Bob Dylan's sort of legacy in terms of the types of music and sort of the impact of his music over the years. And obviously, as someone who has sort of like framed some of his work around, like social improvement and, justice for the downtrodden and so on. So yeah, I respect the source material, but I don't know the song itself, so we'll have to see how close this sounds to a Dylan song. But it's interesting because there's some other groups where, like, as I've gotten to the cover of their song, I don't really know their sound. Even Elvis Costello, I know the name. I remembered he was sort of a multi-instrumentalist. But when I did Watching the Detectives, when I reacted to that tune, it wasn't really clear to me how close to it was. Now, I think it was like Izzy and a couple others like commented on sort of the similarities or differences between the two versions. But in this case, I have a sense for what Dylan's material sounds like, so I think I'll be able to, on some level, determine how close or different from a typical Dylan song, so to speak, it might be. But no further ado, let's get to it. This is Duran Duran from their Thank You album, 1995, and the tune is Lay Lady Lay. Reminds me of Come Undone a little bit. Oh, I know the original. I do know the original, yeah. I don't think I've heard this version.
Lay across my big grass bed.
Big breathy delivery. I love that transition. And his vocal, heightening. Back to the lower.
Lay across my big grass bed.
Grass bed sounds uncomfortable.
Stay, lady, stay. Stay with your man a while. Until the break of day. Let me see you make him smile. His clothes are dirty bunnies, his hands are clean, and you're the best thing that he's ever seen.
Obviously, Simon has a very different voice than Bob, so.
Stay with your man a while.
Strip down a little bit, but
lay across my big
I like the synth work. Sort of like
Stay, lady, stay.
It's like organ style kind of pads. I think that's what I was hearing. Yeah, I feel like it has a bigger sound than the original. I do, like, once it started, I was like, wait, I remember the sound of that chorus, so yeah, I actually have heard the song. But yeah, like, number one, Simon's voice is so different that, like, I think that alone, it's, you know, it's almost like, even though I remember the tune from the Dylan original, it's like, it's hard to imagine what I'm hearing as a Dylan tune because Simon's voice is so different, and fair to say, I think more melodic. And again, like, there were a couple moments in particular, like right at the end, where he really hit some like fantastic heights, like, well. But yeah, there were like parts where it felt like almost, like at the beginning, I said it, you know, sounded like Come Undone. I was almost going to say it almost like sounds like a UB40 tune starting up or something, which again, there's no insults meant in any direction. Please don't get out the pitchforks and the torches. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's another tune where like it feels like there's some different styles blended in. There was a part where the guitar got a bit edgier, and you know the sort of synth rock nature of Duran was standing out. But then again, when Simon's singing high, and there was sort of those like high like organ kind of pads, it's very much the, you know, Nick Rhodes sort of like synth feel of Duran. So bottom line, I felt like it did a few different things. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I haven't heard the original Bob Dylan anytime recently, but yeah, I do know that tune, so it'd be interesting now to go back and hear it and, you know, sort of get a direct comparison. But either way, I enjoyed it. That was a cool tune. And again, you know, you're not likely to encounter a bad song lyrically if you're getting your source material from someone like Dylan. So yeah, do let me know what you think of the tune. Other than that, I will see you next time. Peace.